But Senator, welcome back to National Report. If you could just comment about the future of this border bill, where do you see it going? And what did you make of President Biden's comments about Senate Republicans and former President Donald Trump?
Brazen, pathetic lie, I think, is spot on. I hadn't heard that quote yet, but boy, I don't know about you, but it fired me up. And Americans are going to go vote. Every time Joe Biden talks like that, it invigorates our base to go out and vote. Look, Newsmax listeners are smarter than that. You've been talking about this now for months, that Joe Biden is what's caused this open border. Your listeners understand that under Donald Trump, less than 1,000 people were crossing the border every day. Under Joe Biden, 10,000 is a normal day. And that along with that are terrorists and aliens of interest and gotaways, all those types of things. So your listeners are smarter than that. Look, this legislation doesn't have the votes to get to the next step, so I think it's done today. H.R. 2, something that the House supported, that I support as well, that would address asylum, parole, some of those things. That's what we're looking for.
I want to talk to you about, again, that Senate border bill that is expected to be seen within the Senate. You'll be able to cast a vote on that. And we are watching for that $118 billion bill where the text was recently released. Within it, a lot of senators having an issue with the text, with the asylum process. They have come out strongly against it. Senators Eric Schmidt, Tommy Tuberville, both coming on this program, National Report, to express their opposition. We have that for you. We'll play it and get your response.
It's a total disaster, and my principal objection is it creates an express lane for illegal immigration. The language of this bill that's come out is worse than advertised. For example, typically if you're seeking asylum, it goes through a judicial process. Only, 1 out of 10 of those is actually granted. 90% of them are bogus. This bill actually puts into place an express lane with like a fast pass. If you're seeking asylum, you can be granted at the border by newly deemed asylum agents.
This bill does nothing to stop illegal immigration. One is too many. And so for some reason we came up, okay, we'll do 5,000 a day. And this is not a border bill. This is just a giveaway to the illegals and more voters for the Democrats.
Can you comment there? Do you share that sentiment? Do you have something to add to that? Are you opposed to this $118 billion bill?
Look, I'm voting no on this bill. This is a Ukraine funding bill. Just to single out one problem I have with it is the parole portion. Under Barack Obama, he was paroling 5,000 people per year. 5,000. Joe Biden is paroling 700,000 people per year. And in my humble opinion, this bill doesn't address it. We need some type of quota, some type of a maximum number that Joe Biden can parole. Look, at the end of the day, we have a lawless president. No matter what we write, if you have a White House that doesn't believe in law and order, they're going to abuse it. Joe Biden over and over has broken the law when it comes to this parole by paroling tens of thousands of people at a time. That's why elections matter. That's why people need to get out and vote in November. We need a new sheriff in town.
Senator, we've seen a Republican work behind the scenes on this negotiation, Senator from Oklahoma, James Lankford. But there's been a lot of questions about how Republicans can be on such different pages when it comes to what was going on into this language. There have also been calls into question about Minority Leader Mitch McConnell's ability to lead Republicans. Do you have confidence in Mitch McConnell at this point?
Look, this is what happens when the American public gives the Democrats the White House, the control of the Senate, and then a thin majority in the House. There's only so much you can do. Look, being in the minority here is like playing baseball. You're out in the field and you never get to bat again. I know America wants to blame somebody, but the real blame is that who's controlling the levers right now. Right now the Democrats are controlling the agenda. They get to figure out what we're going to vote on the floor, those types of things. And as you can tell, the House has its own challenges right now. So we need to focus on this coming election. There's not going to be much changes. I know that your listeners want to see changes, but it all comes down to that November election.
All right, Senator Roger Marshall, who is rooting for the 49ers to win the Super Bowl, joining us live.
No.
I'm
No chance.
kidding. I'm kidding. I know you're for your Chiefs.
Team Kelsey and Mahomes all the way, right, Senator?
Yeah, don't forget Tay-Tay. Chiefs going to win this 24-20, and we're going to be singing Cruel Summer all day long today.
It's going to be a good one. Senator Marshall joining us from the Capitol. Good to see you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.